Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm doing saltfish fritters, aka stamp and go. This is a really delicious Jamaican staple breakfast food. Now Treehouse requested this some time ago, so let's not wait any longer. Right, so the very first thing we'll need to do is desalt our saltfish. Saltfish is codfish that has been dried out and salted to preserve it. It's a large part of Caribbean cuisine and it's even a part of Jamaica's national dish, ackee and saltfish. This is about 8 ounces of saltfish. I rinse off as much of the salt as I can with cold water before I simmer it. You could soak saltfish in cold water, changing the water every hour or so. A lot of people desalt codfish that way, but this method is much quicker. 2 rinse should be good. I'm adding close to a liter of water to simmer. Just going to churn a scotch bonnet pepper to start the flavoring early. No, it's possible to overcook saltfish. It becomes dry and trashy and really hard to eat, so that's why I'm simmering and not boiling. The water will be hot enough to remove the salt easily but won't overcook it. 10 minutes of simmering should be enough. Most of the salt will dissolve into the water and the saltfish will rehydrate. I'm getting rid of the salty boiling water, then I'll rinse with some cold water. Give it a taste. If it's still salty at this point, just let it soak a little longer in some cold water. That should draw out some more salt. So for this next step, the cleaning up part, I find that a dinner knife or a small spoon works best to remove any thin skins or any of that other stuff you don't want to eat. The reason saltfish is such a large part of Caribbean cuisine is because of slavery. Saltfish was cheap protein and it stored really well, so it made a lot of sense for plantation owners to feed it to slaves. Even after slavery ended, it was still really cheap, so it became popular. So when indentured servants came from India to Jamaica, they embraced it just the same. Today it's no longer poor man's food or the cheapest protein. Okay, I'm almost done. I'm not going to flake the saltfish too small because I like big chunks in my fritters. To be honest, I never really liked saltfish fritters while growing up. I started liking them when I started sauteing my ingredients. Usually everything was just thrown together in a butter and fried. Not my thing. To saute we need a little oil. Let it get hot. Add some minced garlic. You want some sliced scallion. No, it's not Jamaican if it doesn't have some scotch bonnet pepper. And 1 diced medium-sized onion. I'm going to saute that for a bit. Then I will add my large chunks of saltfish. They will break down a bit, so that's why I overshot the size. A generous sprinkle of black pepper. A little salt. I desalted my saltfish really well. Wow, that smells delicious. And I won't have the taste of steamed seasonings in my fritters when I'm done. Okay, so let's get the batter together. We want it nice and thick. So grab a bowl and add the sauteed saltfish. If it's too hot, let it cool a bit. This is optional, but I'm adding a sprinkle of Cajun seasoning. 1 tomato, which I seeded and diced. Saltfish and tomato is a nice pair. This is not traditional, but fresh parsley makes a world of difference for fritters. For the butter, we need a cup and a half of all-purpose flour. Whole wheat flour probably tastes really good. I have to try that sometime. Teaspoon of baking powder to lighten things a bit. A little at a time, I'm adding milk. You can substitute milk with water, that's fine, but milk produces richer fritters. That's still a bit too thick. If it's too thick, thin it out with more milk or water. Yep, that's the thickness that I'm looking for. A few of my subscribers told me that curry tastes really nice in fritters, so I'm going to give that a try. I'll try a teaspoon of curry with this bit of butter. Please don't come after me for not burning the curry. The color is real nice though. I get better results when I deep fat fry fritters. The color is nice and they crisp up better. 4 fritters should work here. I'll just drop them in and thin them out a bit with the spoon. These are thin, so they'll take about 5 minutes to ready. Pull them when they are golden brown, and you can place them on a paper towel to absorb any extra oil. Next, I'll fry the curry fritters. Drop them in, then thin them out a bit with the spoon. I'll fry 4. I noticed that the curry ones browned a lot quicker and got a lot darker than the regular fritters. They do smell really good. So as soon as that's ready, remove and place on paper towel. Finally, we can plate them. I'm going to have them with mango chutney. Fritters and mango chutney work really well together. I love it. If you're curious about how to make mango chutney, I have a video for that. The link is in the description. So 2 regular fritters, 2 curry fritters. I had some extra parsley, so I'm just going to throw that on and that's done. Saltfish fritters with mango chutney. Regular fritters first. Ooh, that's crispy. Nice chunky bits of saltfish. Wow, that tastes amazing. Perfect amount of spice, a lot of flavor, and the bits of saltfish are still tender. And the chutney take it to a whole new level. That bit of sweet and spicy really work. Next I'm trying the curry fritters. They are a lot crispier than the regular fritters. Smell is great, I really like the taste. It's nice, but I have to say I prefer the regular ones. Thanks, Tamara. Anyways, this was a simple and easy recipe, so give it a try and leave a comment.